I was mentioning that BTCMobick.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that. So it's brand new. It's brand new. It originated in Korea, South Korea, and it originated from this author, Otemin. So he's been lecturing and studying Bitcoin. You won't even be able to find it. And it won't be on any exchanges. It's like brand new, and it's like really grassroots. So one of the most fascinating things about it was the airdrop. So a normal airdrop is you get a cryptocurrency that gets sent to your wallet, your MetaMask, and actually, I'll be curious. Actually, scroll down. I want to see if my blog is on here. Let's just scroll down a little bit more. There we go. Coexistence, Stephen. Yeah, it's brand new, man. So there was so this Otemin, he did airdrops for it, right? So it's a fork of Bitcoin, and the thing that I love about it the most is the nature of the airdrop was people physically went to the location. So the very first airdrop was somewhere in South Korea, and they would actually go to this place and they'd go on a hike and receive this airdrop. So instead of it just being like a miscellaneous airdrop that you get in your wallet, and it's like, oh, well, this has got no value in my mind. I've actually physically traveled to this location. I've hiked to receive this airdrop. So it has some value in my mind. I'm not just going to quickly dump that. I've spent my time and energy on it. And then they traveled around the world. So he did an airdrop in America. So there was some in LA, and then it ended in Australia. So it ended in a location near Brisbane. And so that's how I found out about it. So I went along and I got some, and just seeing the atmosphere of enthusiasm from the people. And so some of those guys are in here now, which is really cool. I was surprised about that. Just seeing the atmosphere of the ground up movement behind it is what really excited me. But the thing that triggered it also in this conversation is what they're actually planning to do with it. So they've forked Bitcoin, and they want to actually to help grow the network. They're actually using the BTCMobick to expand the network. So it's like public goods. So what they're actually going to do is once it gets to a certain price, it becomes something that has a decent value. So they're going to go to companies. So for example, they're in talks already with some really big companies. So I'm just going to use Samsung as an example. They'll say they've set aside like a few million tokens of this forked Bitcoin to give to these companies, and these companies are not allowed to sell it. So for example, let's say they give 1 million BTCMobick to Samsung. Now Samsung can say, all right, we're doing anytime you buy a Samsung TV, we'll give you 0.1 BTCMobick. So then already the network is growing like really fast. I mean, you look at the price there. It's not even on any exchanges yet. It's all traded peer to peer at the moment. So there's this real hype around it that I'm seeing that's getting me like really energized and excited. So they will give these tokens to the companies, and then these companies can use it for marketing. So people are going to go along, they'll buy a TV, they'll get the BTCMobick, they'll start to find out about BTCMobick, and then it's a win-win for Samsung. They've just received like free money to market with. So why are they going to say no? So there's all these philanthropic things that they're trying to do. I'm only just starting to, this is kind of where I'm at the moment, but there's so much more depth to what they're actually planning to do with companies that when you said deep dive, I'm in the rabbit hole of BTCMobick, and I'm pretty happy that when you search for it, my website is up there, and Robin Bright Wisdom, she's also up there. She's one of my meditation buddies, so that's really cool. So yeah, like it literally just launched in like May, like this year, so it's not on any exchanges whatsoever. But the app is really easy to use.
Is this it?
That's it. Yeah, the app is really easy to use. So you can, because it's a fork of Bitcoin, you can also store your Bitcoin in there. So any fork of Bitcoin can be stored in there. And obviously the BTCMobick, they've got cafes popping up in Korea already where you can start to spend this token. So it's like, I'm just amazed at the hype around it and the community. That's, again, I love the social element of it, and to have witnessed it. There was like the end lecture was like packed. It was packed full of people, like thousands of people traveled around the world from Korea to follow this guy to get these coins. I'm like, who does that? That's insane. It's phenomenal. So it's really like, very new, like very new. Look at this, BTCMobick, like brand spanking new. And that's also something that I find exciting about it, to really see if it can develop and how it can develop. That's also what really excites me. So
6 cents for $160. That's crazy.
Yeah, in the space of like just a few months. And again, it's not on any exchanges. So that power of like the people have really they're really invested in it. They've used their body, they've used their time and energy to get these airdrops. So they're really passionate about it from the start. So apparently it's huge in Korea, huge in India, but it's not very big in like anywhere else. I think it's starting to take off in America. And then Australia, it's like not many. So that's what I'm curious about as well. I'm like, well, I'd like to be involved with actually spreading it because I'm actually really interested in it because I think it sounds like really fascinating.
Well, I
So
want to go on a hike and go get mine.
yeah, unfortunately, it's ended. That's the thing. And I was really lucky because the last location was in Brisbane. So all around the world ended in Brisbane. I was like, hell yeah, I'll go along. So I think it was 5 Mobic. So, but there's people already with like that they were getting like hundreds and if not thousands. So I don't have much at all, but yeah, it's really fascinating project. So
cool. I'll look into it.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm planning on doing as I learn about it, I write about it. So that helps me really like digest it. So I'll put it on my website, I'll put it on my blogs, and then I'm actually going to do a video on it. So I'm going to do a video and release the video in like a week or two. Once I actually have enough information to really like, okay, this is what it's about. And again, it's like it's a passion project. It's a curiosity for me. It's not like, hey, buy this token and I'm shilling it. I'm actually really interested in the direction it's going. So